Pink Floyd started songs with clocks, and they call that music, but they won't call Skrillex music. Because, like, I looked out in that crowd, bro, and, like, I was 15. Yeah. And it was, like, 2,000 plus people, something like that, maybe.
Welcome. Wrong time, idiot. You want to go now? So you're trying to jump the gun, as they say?
Welcome to Little Risk Big Fist.
Night. You're getting on my nerves today.
Okay. Well, this is part 2 with Trey Binkley.
Or Dose, as for our Mexican-American friends. Continue.
Yes. We open up this podcast. We're talking about a little bit of making instrumentals and a lot of
fat beats, boy.
Fat beats and some engineering talk.
That was fun.
Which is cool. Yeah.
But don't get all excited about limiters if you're listening to this podcast, because it ain't. Use compressors, please.
And then you'll have little sprinklings of Trey's country lyric references all throughout this podcast.
And slang.
He's
country boy.
Yeah,
country, that's where y'all relate, because y'all both that country runs deep. Y'all got creek water in your veins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. And then Trey gives us a little insight to his early impersonations and musical inspirations.
And that's where, he found out that his heart was being an entertainer / musician.
Yeah, that early Elvis hitter.
He's got them hips thrusting. And then he talked a lot about booking gigs and traveling to play, because him and another person you might have heard on this podcast, Drake Freeman, play out a lot. And they travel. They go a lot of places to play their gigs.
There is no show too far or wide.
As long as that money right.
As long as the money's right, yeah. And then we had some New Suede flashbacks, which was really cool. Trey shares us about a little New Suede reboot that he was a part of.
In Tuscaloosa, I think it was.
Tucaloca.
And then when Trey started writing songs and playing guitar, that was a really sparse conversation. Like we started talking about it, and then we went totally left field, as we did a lot in this podcast, and then came back to it. But
yeah,
we were listening through, like, before we were doing this intro, and we were like, wait, didn't we just say we were going to talk about writing songs? And then for like 10 minutes, we talked about something else.
It's okay. And then we go into his big influences, such as British Invasion, classic country, hail metal, and grunge.
Hair metal, not hail metal.
Hail metal. And then we talk across the genres and just different things about that.
And then his big deal opening for Jake Owen. That was an exciting. You hear a little piece of that at the very beginning. That was the concert that he's talking about, 2,000 people.
And then Trey closed us down for the podcast with a live version of a little original of his.
I forget the title. Do you remember? Sweet Lovin'?
Sweet Lovin',
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think he does say it like right before he plays.
Sweet Lovin'.
And that's what you heard kind of in the background while we're doing this intro here. And as always,
thank you guys for listening. Also, thanks.
We love you.
Yeah, thanks to our sponsors as well.
Strong body
and Shaw Audio, and this has been
Little Risk Big Fist.
All I need is her sweet lovin'. All I need is her sweet lovin'. Her sweet lovin', sweet lovin', her sweet lovin' is all I need.
Top 5.
I need it.
You got the one with the shenanigans?
Not the shenanigans.
The shenanigans again.
I need to get myself a table.
Them hooligans and their shenanigans.
Oh, I know. I just didn't put it over here.
I'm just freestyling over here, no big deal.
Dude, you want to drop a beat?
Alright, yeah, let's get some drums pulled up. No, I'm just kidding. Completely.
Make something out of the samples?
Yeah. I got a cat. Yeah.
And a hat.
One's really fat. Yeah. I got 2 cats. Yeah. And 2 cowboy hats. Yeah. Boom.
Dude, you really should write the new, what is it, the 12 Days of Christmas? Is that it?
What?
On the first day of Christmas.
But just say it with like
do
weird stuff that I have. Just like random things. I got some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, honey chipotle. All about
that's that plug. Dude, that's
that's
a good stuff.
Hey, if you're listening, Sweet Baby Ray's, I will endorse your product. I will be the first country singer backed by Sweet Baby Ray's.
Is no one backed by Sweet Baby Ray's?
Maybe.
Should be if
dude,
they're not.
I love that barbecue sauce. It's good. I'll do it. I will be that
will you
guy.
Drink it through a straw?
I will write them songs.
Sweet
I
Baby
will perform
Trays.
live in commercials. I will do what they need. If they just gave me the barbecue
Sweet baby
sauce,
Trays.
just give me like
Dude,
the
that's
barbecue
hilarious.
sauce for free for the rest of my life. If I could just do that with a bunch of different brands and get random things, like got the barbecue sauce for free.
Now I
Now let's
just need
get like
shampoo.
the pork, the beans, like
Oh, you don't want like
taters.
shampoo or like toothpaste?
I do. Oh yeah, like,
Yeah, dude,
that'd
then
be
you
cool
could just
too,
live off endorsements.
dude.
You don't
That'd
get
be
paid.
lit.
You just get products.
Dude.
You travel
would
with
the
like
IRS
70
enjoy
extra
that?
everything.
They would not.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't happen.
I would say that.
That's a very good point.
Cause like, dude, like
You
you
would have-
wouldn't.
Would you have to count that as income?
You'd so in some way, shape, or form, you'd have to.
Well, you'd have to have income
But
to
then-
have a house, unless you're endorsed by like a real estate company.
No, RV company, and you just travel in that.
Oh, but it'd be hard to
you gotta
travel
put
all the
gas in
time and write the songs for the like jingles and commercials if you're doing that. You might not have to write the songs for the. You might just be a face. And someone else might do like a dumb jingle and you just sing on that. Dude,
Yeah.
I'd do
You're
that.
just the dummy.
Yeah, I'm just the dummy who didn't even write the jingle.
So in the last episode, you said you make beats, some dope beats. No, I'm kidding.
Some
No,
are pretty
with
fun.
PH.
I was curious. What do you use?
Logic. Yeah. I enjoy. Well, Jesse, my roommate, uses FL Studio some, and I've made some with that. He uses it a lot more. That's where all his drums and some of his keys and bass come from. But then we always end up plugging it into Logic to mix it. Whenever I'm doing my stuff, I do mostly Logic because like a lot of the sounds that I need are in there. Like that's all I like need for my stuff. Unless like I mean, you can sometimes get some harder bass out of FL Studios. Honestly, there's some cool 808 samples in there, dude. And it's really easy to get it just tight. Just like
You can throw that shit right in Logic though too.
yeah, and you can
Like
just
those
take it
samples?
out of that. And then
Mhm.
that's how Jesse's album we got a lot of the like the songs I didn't play live bass on.
Mm-hmm.
The 808s were from FL Studios, and the drums on like almost every song. There's February 13th and Young King, or yeah, I'll just say Young King Dave. It's if any memers are listening, R.I.P. YKD is rest in peace, Young King Dave. It's a great song. But yeah, dude, he was a good meme. But yeah, that one was all the drums were in Logic, and so yeah. Maybe another one was Logic too, but I don't remember which one.
Logic's got some good software.
Dude,
stock
I
stuff?
enjoy yeah, dude,
Yeah.
just the stock stuff. Yeah. I've recently gotten into. I didn't really understand. I didn't get very far into the audio program, and I was pretty bad in the classes. But I recently realized the impact of limiters whenever you're making like recordings and mixing.
See,
Yeah, I
very-
was more of a compression guy, and now I've started holding off on some of that compression and using limiters more. I enjoy it. It's cool, but I'm
Just
still
to get
I'm
a
not a
louder
good
mix.
I'm not good at mixing.
To get a louder mix.
Yeah, louder mix, dude, and it's yeah
You just got to be. I mean, it works, but you just got to be careful with it.
yeah you do.
But-
Sometimes it cuts out all the dynamic range, and that gets
Exactly.
annoying.
I wish I knew more about that stuff. I'm just.
That's just
Yeah.
basically it sound. Nothing has like I wish I could explain dynamic range better, but it's the loudest part and the softest part of the song. It sounds like everything sounds like it's on the same volume. If it's just slammed against a limiter, looks like the audio
I don't want
wave
it
looks like a
completely
sausage.
slammed though. I want it to be just a little more evened out. That way, if you've
Yeah,
got
you
like
can
an
push a
acoustic
little bit
guitar
more if you're using
intro, Oh.
limiters. You
'Cause
can push a little bit more, but I mean,
in the past I've had problem with like if you have a section that's just acoustic, that section is super quiet in the final mix, and sometimes I would rather it be a little more heard, because at a live show it's not even going to sound that quiet to people.
if you use
for
good
whatever
compression,
reason.
you
Yeah.
can get it there though. If you
Yeah.
use good compression, you can get it there for sure.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's true, but I mean limiters, they're intense. They get it there quick
Yeah, it's kind of a quick cure-all.
fix. But
Yeah.
I do mostly demos right now. I'm still wanting to. I want whenever I'm recording for like my future releases, I'm gonna do it just a live band at my house, I just want to do the whole band, record it, like get the bleed and everything, because I'm a junkie for that stuff. I think that's the direction I'll go. But yeah,
with your genre, you think that'll that'll be something?
I just think fit? I mean, that's what's cool about Stapleton.
Because I don't know a lot about that stuff.
Well, that's what's cool to me about Stapleton and Sturgill Simpson and Jason Isbell.
I love Sturgill.
Yeah, like Dave Cobb's style of production, I love. Now he does a lot of it analog. That's just too expensive for me. I'm gonna record it.
Yeah,
it's the cool.
Expensive.
It's not the like. It's analog has a cool sound and that's cool. But what makes those recordings cooler is like that they're in the room together and there's that bleed. That like guitar in the snare mic makes that snare mic sound cool when you're EQing it later. There's some junk you can't get rid of, and it has a certain sound to it.
Yeah. Has an older sound.
Yeah, I dig it. And now it might be more lo-fi or whatever. That's Wolfpack Records have it, dude. They'll record Wolfpack drums with like freaking one condenser mic and like one on the kick. That's all they got. Like, and the drums might only be like kick, snare, hat. I dig that stuff, dude. Like minimalist.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I'm all about
I didn't
it.
know that.
Well, and they have that Wolf compressor. It's out. I don't know if you, dude, look
Not
into
familiar.
the Wolf compressor. It's how they get their like really fat sound, dude. It's
You need to write that down.
Write that down, dude. It's amazing. I don't currently have it. I'm planning on getting that in the future because it's freaking cool.
That's how they used to, minimal miking is how they used to record in RCA Studio B.
Yeah, dude.
Back in like the 60s and even on.
That's my favorite. Like the Beatles records. Are like early Beatles records are like two mics. There's like one overhead and one kick.
We actually did that on Connie's record because she just wants it to sound,
and
more
you
of
just
the air.
compress the crap out of it.
Yeah.
And it sounds awesome, dude. It just like everything, like, because you can get it to be like modern levels, like competitive. I don't want to necessarily completely like compete in the noise, like loudness wars.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not that worried about it. But at a certain sense, you do want your song to be kind of like not dramatically quieter than.
Yeah.
No, but all the streaming services compress them anyway.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like top line compression.
It's I forget what it's called. I did a damn research project on it before I graduated. But yeah, they all have like their own algorithm. And they're all just like a little bit different.
The right level.
Yeah, well, like a whole or they all have a different
quotation
requirement, like or loudness that they all get to. They all have a different level, just slightly. But Spotify's is the lowest quality, at least at the time when I did the research.
Dang,
and,
really?
Yeah, and Apple Music's was better.
So I was listening to y'all talk the praises of Apple Music on another podcast.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe a couple other ones. I don't have either right now, and I've been thinking about eventually getting one or the other. I'm trying to talk my family into going on a family plan because they just don't understand how much they would use it and love it. My mom's like, I don't listen to enough music, and cell phone service isn't good enough where I'm from. I'm like, no, you just download the songs, and you can alternate it every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, I just download, like, like I was on my aunt's plan for a little while. Sorry, Spotify, if you're listening. Don't listen to me. I'll cut that part out. In general,
we'll fix it in post.
But I lost my train of thought again. I got nervous about the government.
Which one are you getting? Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify or Apple Music. Oh yeah. So I used to be on that plan though. Again, Spotify. Sorry if you're listening.
So, on the Apple Music plan or
on the
Spotify plan?
Yeah, I had iTunes for a really long time, so I've got a ton of music saved through
That's where
iTunes.
all your stuff is at already.
Yeah, it's where it was at already. But Spotify, what was cool about that was I really enjoyed how like there were so many different playlists.
Yeah.
And like people could make their own, and you and your friends could see what you were listening to. It was almost more like a social media experience mixed with the music.
Apple tried to do that, but it's not working that great.
Dude, it's awesome with Spotify. I like because people just make playlists and be like, it'll be like psychedelic country 1967 to 1971. And you're like, dude, this is so dope. I can just like get into some like weird bands that's
how I got
knows.
Into a lot of music. I followed a couple. Who was it? I think I think you pronounce their name Daisa, the electronic duo, I believe. They had some playlists that were very weird, and they updated them every couple of weeks, and they were just full of like electronic deep cuts, just like shit that you would never hear. Like, so cool. It was like a SoundCloud almost. Like, finding those playlists were like so specific and obscure.
Dude, I enjoy like Wheeler Walker Jr. had something similar. Like, you're aware of Wheeler Walker Jr., right? No? Oh, you are?
Please educate.
Oh, dude. Okay, so
dude, I just don't know much about country at all.
It's all good.
The history of the United States.
He's more on the alternative scene. He's a country singer that's recently, not even recently. He's not doing music anymore. Now he's already out of it. He was a stand-up comic, but a part of his.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, hold up. Stand-up comic. A part of his bit was the character Wheeler Walker Jr. And so, Dave Cobb and Sturgill Simpson were at a show. You know, Dave Cobb, the producer, like Stapleton, all them. You know, like big deal. And Sturgill, obviously, big deal. They were hanging out at Zany's, saw the Wheeler thing, and said that he should record an album of that. So he put all of his friggin' savings into that and recorded that and did it. And he blew the frick up and made he got to go on like big tours and was selling merch and had like crazy music videos and stuff. Like, he's great, but he just sings really dirty country songs.
It is?
I think I know who this guy is.
Like F-bombs galore, dude. F-bombs galore. But like, they're like really vulgar, goofy. It's comedy, you know? Like,
okay.
It's like classic country music, and the musicianship is amazing. But like the production, phenomenal.
That makes it even better.
The production
makes it
quality
even
is
funnier.
like top notch. It sounds like an old like George Jones or Merle Haggard or
is that him?
Like, yeah, or like Waylon or Hank Jr. There's some ZZ Top elements on parts of it. Like, it's like different eras.
It's like Tom Segura.
And every album cover, this dude.
Hey, doesn't he look like Tom Segura?
He kind of does, like a skinnier Tom Segura though. A little skinnier. At least he's not Bert Kreischer.
Brett Crystals.
But oh shoot! Every Wheeler Walker Jr. album cover is a parody of a Lee Greenwood album cover. They all look like slightly messed up, like Lee Greenwood album covers. And I don't know if you know Lee Greenwood. He's the one. I'm proud to be an American. Where at least Lee Greenwood. And he had a version of the Star Spangled Banner. That's the one they played at all of our like local athletic events and stuff. Was his version of it. But yeah, dude, he was
country.
Yeah, dude, I was country.
You still are.
Still are. Country.
I'm not hating on that.
Still are. I still are country.
I still are.
I still is are.
Still is.
It's interesting. It's interesting where y'all come from. So similar places. Where you both come from?
Yeah,
I would say
I'm a little more small town than a lot more small town than him.
Yeah, I would say.
I didn't grow up in a town. Like, Bone Cave's not a town. It's just
it doesn't sound like
kind of a group of houses and farms and stuff. You know,
it's a section
community.
Of land.
That's what I was about to say.
Community.
Yeah.
It's a small
We got
village.
a community center. Like, that's where you go vote and stuff. Yeah, community.
I mean,
center.
where my dad lives is.
Take you 10 minutes to get through the line to vote.
What?
Take you 10 minutes to get through the line to vote.
Dude, it doesn't take long to get through the line to vote.
Couldn't.
Yeah, no, because there ain't a ton of people.
Like 15 that can vote.
Yeah. Well, and like all the meth heads and stuff had already been in to vote by the time like my mom and dad got off work. They'd already been in there to vote for whatever they wanted.
Is that a problem in where y'all come
that's a
from?
problem everywhere, dude.
I know, but they say
Peel
like
heads
like
is the
small
real thing. Peel heads are a real problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say this area is a lot more concentrated area for like meth.
Like Murfreesboro?
Not necessarily Murfreesboro, but Middle Tennessee there's a lot.
Middle and East.
And East might be worse.
East is worse. East is what the closer you get to Kentucky and Virginia, the wilder it gets, I swear.
Really?
It gets wild, dude. Yeah, and like North Carolina towards that way, but like the further east and northeast and southeast you go in like Tennessee, yeah, it gets wild. Maybe southeast is a little bit more chill because that's more like kind of like close to like Georgia and
Yeah.
South Carolina. I don't know, but it's still wild, dude. I mean, like honestly, the Southeast though just has a like drug problem with like meth and pills. Like it's.
I
awful.
would say the whole country has a problem
Yeah.
with the pills.
Yeah.
Probably meth too, if I had to guess about it.
I mean,
but mostly pills, dude. It ticks me off. They want to prescribe you like pain pills for every little thing. And, like some stuff's just gonna hurt and be uncomfortable.
Yep.
And like if you take pain pills, like your chances of getting addicted is like really high. Like I speak from someone who's puffing a vape like crazy because I used to dip like crazy, and like I understand that like it's hard to go like soft on substances if you like the way it feels, and so
Yeah.
it's no wonder
Yeah,
people
and
get
that's
addicted
even
to
more.
pain pills.
Yeah, those are even like.
I'm not addicted
drastic.
to any of that stuff. Luckily, I don't go through those injuries, and like I'm sorry if you're hearing this and you get mad and you're like, no, it hurts too bad. And I get there's a time and a place for it, but they hand them out way too easy nowadays.
Yeah, they do.
I know
they do.
people that ain't got back problems that they're on welfare and get pain pills, and just that's
Oh.
their life. And I'm not trying to like
Actually, I do too.
knock anybody, but it is a little frustrating that if they don't really have back problems,
it's like Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
because like I know people
What's that?
ain't really got it. That
What's
Do
Gypsy
you know?
Rose?
Do you know who
I ain't
Gypsy
gonna
Rose?
report nobody.
Do you know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is?
Is that the lady that said their kid was sick or something?
That's the daughter that was. Her mom made her think that she had all kinds of sicknesses.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not aware of that one.
Well, she wound up killing her mom, and it's
Dang.
it's
Oh,
crazy. You
shit.
should.
Did she go to jail and and
Yeah,
stuff?
she did go to jail.
Is she out?
I don't think. No, I think she's still in jail right now.
Holy shit! Did you? So, say what it is, because I want him to hear it.
I don't know.
She like made her daughter.
So
think,
think that she was.
So they went. She lied to all the doctors
Think
and
she had
said that
illnesses?
like, yeah, like fake illnesses. Like she had leukemia. She couldn't walk. She could walk, but she was in a wheelchair. Lied about her age.
So that she could get pills, or what?
Just money.
money.
But they were also getting all these fake drugs or not fake drugs,
Real
but
drugs, but fake prescriptions.
Yeah.
right? Yeah. It'd be
Fake
funny if it
drugs.
was just like sugar pills and
but
it was all fake drugs.
people were just sending them money, and they got a free housing. They were getting free everything,
holy shit!
and she was just making money off of it. And they got free drugs too, and she would
That's sad.
Dude,
she
that's
would
messed.
give them to her like when she didn't
And
want
the
to.
girl just went along with it at first, but after years it drove her crazy. I
Yeah,
guess, and she just
yeah. Well,
snapped.
she knew that the only thing that she knew was that she couldn't walk.
Uh-huh.
But she actually met this dude on Christian Singles, and she got him to kill her mom.
She talked him into doing
Yeah,
it? On
yeah. But
Christian
this
On
female on
Christian Mingle.
Christian.
Woo! Wait, where was this at?
this was in where was I don't know.
Tennessee.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
This
in
almost
Tennessee.
sounds like a Florida man story. have you ever Googled Florida man? Dude, that's wild.
Dude, they do too much shit. in
Dude, Florida isn't a part of America. They're their own daggum thing, dude. I don't know what the heck they are down there.
It's an island that happened to attach.
Dude, like, Florida's like a mixture of like people from Ohio and people from Latin America.
That's exactly what it is.
Like, it's so weird. You'll go through a town and everyone will be either like, "Oh, how you doing?" I can't do a good Ohio accent, but hey, how are I don't know.
Said, how you doing?
Oh, hey, how are you? I can't do it. No, that sucks. Sorry, people from Ohio. Don't get mad at me.
Well, I'm from
But
Indiana.
you do
so
have an accent.
I mean,
Dude, what
I don't-
part?
Kokomo.
Kokomo.
That's where Uncle Joe's from.
Where is it in relation
Who?
to?
Uncle Joe?
Yeah,
Who's Uncle Joe?
Uncle Joe from Kokomo.
Is that anywhere near Muncie? I got kinfolk up in Muncie.
We're about, I think it's like 40 minutes or something, or an
Okay.
hour from us.
Are you like south of it or anything? I might have rode.
don't know.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I've been to Muncie once, so I might have been around that area. But,
Probably.
Yeah.
We're 50
Might
miles
not.
north of Indy, just straight up the highway. So
Yeah, Muncie's like not far north of Indy, I don't think. So
Okay.
that sounds about right. I want to think. I don't know, dude. I went in like the summer after 10th grade. Yeah. So it's been a fat
just to see
minute.
family?
Yeah, just to see some family. I drove my mom and dad and brother, and I drove my great-grandparents up there. That was an experience.
I was just about to say, how well did that go?
Well, mom and dad wouldn't let them smoke in the car. So that was a car ride because they weren't going to let them stop.
They complained about it the whole time?
Yeah, well, not the whole time, but my granny Phyllis would be like, I really want a cigarette. Dad would be like, well, I'm not pulling over yet. We're going to wait till we need gas, and then you can smoke. And then, like, she'll be like, but yeah, dude, it was just funny.
You had to add the smoker's film into it.
Yeah, dude. No, they were both chain smokers, bro. Every country kid had at least one set of chain smoker grandparents.
Uh-huh.
I guess I wasn't country then. My grandparents didn't smoke. I feel like my family's
My nanny
country.
Binkley don't smoke. My pa Binkley did, but quit before I think quit before I was born. He might have quit after I was born, but I think before I was born.
Do you know a Ronnie Binkley?
Ronnie Binkley? That don't sound familiar. Sorry, Ronnie.
I asked him
You
the
know
same
me.
thing, if he knew who you were, and he said no. But I was just seeing.
Alright,
I don't know. I just wanted you to be
So you from
related to
around
this
this
guy that
area?
I would guess.
We probably
He
have
works with
similar
me.
ancestors, but like
He works
way
with me,
back.
and he races cars, and he's pretty cool. So I was like, hopefully you're related to him. But
If his Binkleys originally came in from Cheatham County, then yeah, I'm.
hey, you're from where?
I
what's his
kind of get
name?
into
Not Earl
genealogy a
Dibbles.
little bit.
Earl's Dibble
Earl
Jr.
Dibbles.
Who's the guy from? How'd you say it? Cheatham County.
Yeah.
Who's the guy from there?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
something
from-
the redneck.
I ain't from there, but that's where like the Binkleys
So-
originally moved into Tennessee at, according to my grandma. She does a lot of that genealogy junk, and I just listen to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who this guy is, and you're gonna know.
Is it
He's
Joe?
Joe.
Mama?
But
Dusty, did you like that? Did you think? Have you never heard that?
I don't think so.
Oh. Shout out Joe Wozleski if you're listening.
Up
dude,
church.
man. Up church.
He's from Cheatham
The
County.
redneck.
That's
dude.
who I was talking about.
This dude I used to work with, this like dude about my dad's age, he freaking loved Up Church. He would talk about him all the daggum time. Sorry, Up Church, if you're listening.
Dude,
I ain't
people
into
that
your
listen to
stuff
Up
very much.
Church, hardcore
Love
about him.
I get it that's cool, dude. I'd love to have fans that dedicated. I'm respecting what he's doing. It just ain't my style of music necessarily.
See, I never even listened to his music. I heard his YouTube videos, and I thought they were hilarious. They're hilarious. He got a gas station to shut down
He's
in his
got
town.
fans, so I can't knock him. Like, he's got more fans than I do. He's doing something, but it ain't my sound.
Don't recommend.
Yeah, I can't see you making YouTube videos like that anyway.
What, the
He's pretty
trailer
intense.
trash parties, dude? That'd be fun. Dude, no,
We
I'd
should
be
do
up
like a
for it.
redneck version of.
I want to do like a hippie redneck version of it, though, because I grew up on the Beatles and the Stones. Like, I grew up on it all, you know. But, like, imagine if country just got trippy all of a sudden. Casey Musgrave's kind of doing it.
Sturgill.
Sturgill did it, dude.
Did it.
Yeah. I mean, Casey Musgraves did it on
She
a, Have
did.
you heard her cover of Neon Moon?
Dude.
Oh,
No,
friggin'
don't.
slaps,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
Friggin' slaps. Those drums go hard. That bass goes hard.
That whole track.
The pedal steel goes hard.
Too
the
hard.
synth goes hard. There's all these crazy layered harmonies. Man.
Anytime
It's
you add
amazing.
a pedal steel to.
Oh, dude, yeah. I wish it was more of a thing. I wish I could find someone who, like, looked kind of like, I don't know, kind of like he could be in a band with me. Because, like, you know how, like, there's some musicians who can rip, but they don't look like they could be in a band with you?
Uh-huh.
I kind of...
It's important.
Like, I want to find, like, yeah,
The look
a
is
music
important.
Brand.
Yeah, like
Well,
a
at least
pedal
you're
steel
respectful.
player who is, like, young and cool looking. That would be lit. Because, like,
very
there's not a
rare.
lot. Imagine finding a good-looking pedal steel player under 30.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen.
Dude, right? But, yeah, dude. I mean, they ain't even got to be good-looking, dude. Look at, no offense, Luke Combs, but he's dude, he's a really cool dude that can sing his butt off. I would not say he's a male model.
The human
And it don't
incarnation
matter.
of cornbread.
It's old. Girls are like, hey, he kind of looks like my dad.
I'll take 3 albums, please.
Dude, I love that album though, dude.
I haven't
great.
listened to the whole album, but the stuff I have heard is good.
Dude, and his reboot
I just had
on
another
the
song the other
his
day,
song
something about
on the
beer.
Reboot. What?
Something about beer.
Beer can. Pick up a beer can, get feeling like Superman. That's one of my favorite beer ones.
Nope,
about him.
there's another one.
I'm trying to think.
So you have
of
a lot
the
of
title.
beer
I'm on
songs?
the spot now. I've been listening to a lot of stuff, man. I listen to too much music. That's the problem. I don't know what
What'd
I
you
wanna
listen to
make.
on the way here?
Dude, I listened to let's see. I've been talking for a minute since then. I'll have to open my music app. Oh no, that wasn't on the way
Beer
here.
never broke my heart.
I
is
didn't
what was
listen to
talking
License.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to
a good
License
song.
to Ill earlier today, trying to show it to my
Hey.
roommate. He didn't dig it as much. Dude, he's into like
You
hip hop,
have-
but only really like modern hip hop for the most part. I mean,
about.
like,
There's people that are consumers of hip hop, and then there are people that are like nerds. Like
Yeah.
some people that like hip hop just really like the history of it and stuff.
He-
It'd be the same way I'd say that you like country.
yeah.
And but you appreciate more music like that. So
I appreciate literally every genre like that, except I don't
and
like
some people
deep
just
dive
like
into jazz.
what's new.
You
Yeah.
what'd you
Like,
say?
I appreciate like every genre with the like respect that if I get into it at a certain era, I try to listen to the other eras. And that's why I finally opened up to country music, because I was like, dude, like this is just a new era of country music, like the way they're doing things now. Like that sounds like more pop, but Waylon sounded more pop, and Willie took like jazz stuff and put it in his music, and like people were doing
Yeah,
different
so why
things,
is that
you know?
different?
Yeah, why is it any different? And like
Exactly.
it just, the bro country thing just turns out was music I didn't care as much for, weirdly enough. Like, you know, like that's why I, for whatever reason, when I was growing up, like I wasn't into like some of that like early Luke Bryan and stuff. Got that big black
So
jack, dude.
yeah, for people that
wasn't my
don't know,
thing.
give
No
a
offense
couple
to 'em.
examples of bro country, and then give it, because a lot of people don't know what that
I mean,
is.
it's
I mean, maybe here.
yeah, it's just it's
Like,
hard
just
to
give an
explain, but
example.
it's more like the dude who, I don't know, dude. Like I don't know
Backwards
how to.
flat bill.
Yeah, backwards
hip-hop
flat bill,
beat.
hip hop beat, like kind of cliche
Acoustic
party
guitar.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the
Beer,
lyrics are beer.
tailgate,
And I mean,
truck.
don't get me wrong, dude. I like a party song too. I'll have a couple of them, but like it got to the point that the same song was on the radio 8 times a day, but it was all by a different artist under a different song title. But it was the same daggum thing. It was gonna be a Silverado normally, but just a pickup truck in general. Girls and Daisy Dukes, probably Daisy Dukes. There's gonna be a riverbank. There's gonna be like a truck bed, maybe. Like that specific with the truck, because you know what they're doing in the truck bed. And yeah,
not playing
might be some
checkers.
moonlight. Moonlight was in it. The videos, the dude normally had a wallet chain. I'm not trying to trash
What
talk
the hell?
wallet chains, but that was a thing for whatever reason. But like, yeah, dude.
No, it's just like one artist. Who's this artist?
No, there's a whole bunch of them that done it, dude. Like, there's this video that I thought was really funny whenever I was in high school that was called "Why Country Music Was Awful in 2012," and it was just a bunch of like, it was pointing out all of the similarities, and it took little clips from each song and music video, and it was funny how shockingly similar they all were.
Makes
But I mean,
sense.
hey, man, a lot of the 70s country, there was stuff that was kind of similar in that time period. In the 60s, I mean, that's just, it's the current sound. But like,
That's what people like. That make more of it.
I don't know. I just like,
yeah, that's why they keep making it.
I'm just looking to do something a little different than what I've heard. I don't know.
A
what I
lot
wanna
of people are on that move, and I think it's
instead like, because I
What's
want to,
funny, we have such an insular view of
because I grew up
music.
on like live
Like,
rock
we're, like, right
bands
in it.
and country, so I want to do that blend. Because like, I like music of that thing. The thing with like country radio right now, a lot of it's like super quantized and pocketed, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate electronic music a lot, but I have my most fun playing with a band in front of people.
It's a different
and I'm not,
feel,
yeah, I'm
dude.
not like trying to like knock electronic music, because I make it. I enjoy it. It's fun. I listen to it.
it's the pop side of things.
But like, yeah, I just, for my music, for whatever reason, I just, every time I record with a live band with like bleed and stuff, that's my favorite sound, dude. And I'm like, dang, dude. But
That's your
normally it's a
preference,
jam
yeah.
and stuff. So I hadn't really released any of that. But yeah, dude, I just
you plan on recording and releasing?
Yeah, dude, I plan on doing it and self-producing it. I'm probably gonna get my roommate Jesse Black to help me mix. I really like the way his album Wabi Sabi sounded. It was
Wabi Sabi.
Wabi Sabi.
Wabi Sabi.
Yeah, we learned a new word today.
Yeah, dude, it's a little messed up, but it's all right. You know what I mean? Kenny Chesney said it like that.
He's got like every country lyric example.
Oh, dude, I study the heck out of music. I just feel like I heard a little bit of reverb in that. That was weird. Study the heck out of it.
That's probably because I got this damn fan on over here.
I want to hold that up in front of the mic and be like, Luke, I am your father. You ever do that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Get in front of the fan and be like, Luke, I am your father.
I think I did it too much. Swallowed a lot of dust as a kid. Caught in the back.
I swallowed a lot of dust, Ma.
I swear I swear that sounded exactly like something in a cartoon I've heard.
What? What are they selling? Chocolate. Chocolate. Did you say chocolate? I remember when they first invented chocolate. Sweet, sweet chocolate. I always hated it. Yeah, I've got a lot of the SpongeBob one-liners, bro. That was an integral part of my childhood.
Hold on, who was that? Was that all SpongeBob?
Yeah. That was all from SpongeBob. What are the... Oh, well, not the first part about the dust. The dust in my lungs, Ma. No, I just ripped that voice off. Use it in a different context.
Shit.
It's just vague. It's a voice. I'm probably not doing it exactly like the original. It's like, you know, like
close
ripping a chord
It is
progression,
very
bro.
convincing on my end.
Yeah. Especially if you didn't look at you and you were just listening to it.
What are they selling? Chocolate. Chocolate. That was definitely messed up. I had a little squeak.
Chocolate.
A little squeak.
So
Zoink, zoink,
were impersonations or songwriting first in your life?
Impersonations at a young age. Mom and Dad didn't buy me a guitar first.
So you just walked around acting like everybody else for like the first like 10 years of your life?
Whenever I was like,
I'm going to be like you today.
Early music experience, whenever I was like itty bitty, like probably like 4 or 5, my grandma was really into Elvis, so I grew up listening to a lot of Elvis. And like all of her sisters also dug Elvis. And so I would, whenever they would be together, like whenever I was a little kid and my grandma was babysitting me, like I would just get up on the hearth and do an Elvis impression to like make them think I was cute and stuff, you know? They like dug it. And like, yeah, man. Like I learned the stage moves. Yeah, dude, I learned the stage moves at a young age. Well, it just sounds goofy to say, you know, but like it was cute. I was a little kid, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I was like, if I do this, Grandma and her sisters will think I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then I did that and I enjoyed it. And I like that's probably some of my earliest
singing. This is how I can be liked,
singing.
and this is fun.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, right? Like it's weird when you find that thing that you fit into.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, my brother found that stuff with like being on a team, like doing sport type stuff, and I think that's why he likes the Army. But for me, dude, I just enjoyed the being the ham and like showing off and like doing the music and stuff. I'm a little bit of a show off, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It is what it is. But I try to be humble, and I for the most part am, because I'm like my biggest critic. But like at the same time, I love like the limelight of a guitar solo is honestly fun. Like, dude, it's cool.
It has to be a good
time.
rush.
Yeah, it is. You know, like it sucks whenever you aren't like turning heads. You know, like because I've been places where people just don't care, or I've had nights where I'm just not on my best.
And like you were saying earlier, it just makes you feel like you're not doing something right, or like
but
you
when
kind
you're
of get your head
doing
about
it
it.
right,
Yeah,
that is the best freaking feeling. Like when we played at the Shed the very last time that we played there, that was my second time there. And it just, we freaking destroyed. It was Kyle McClanahan on drums. So he's been playing with Drake and me forever.
Yeah.
Jake Ingram on bass. He's been playing with Drake since high school.
I feel like I met him.
He's newer here. He just finished his freshman year. And he freaking kills it on bass.
Okay.
Yeah. A great guy too. But you'd really like him. But anyway, yeah, he's on bass. And then my roommate Jesse Black was playing his Strat. And I was playing my Les Paul. And Drake was playing keys.
Flex.
And yeah, it was a good time.
Drake was playing keys?
Keys, yeah, dude. He kills on keys.
Does he really?
Dude, have you never seen him doing keys, man? He did it at Kirkwood, man, once, and it was a good time. Yeah, and he's done it on tour when we go out to like South Carolina and stuff.
That's fun. So you guys just kind of like switch it up.
Yeah, dude. We do whatever lineup can make it to the gig. So like if we book a gig and Kyle can't make it, we get another dude like Brandon Lovelady or Thomas Haswell or student Mike Chalker. We've played with him some. Played with a dude named Ryan Blair before. We played with a bunch of different drummers. Logan Scarborough once. Yeah, dude. A few different people, and like it's Drake or I will book the gig. We confirm the gig, and then we figure out who the heck can do it. Or like
because you guys can do it,
and it depends on the pay too. Because like you're not gonna book a gig and drive all the way down to Atlanta and take a 5-piece band to make $500 or $400. It's just not feasible. I mean, you could do it, but it's
but you're kind of you could potentially
when
lose
you could
money.
Do a 3-piece. Yeah. If you could do it with a 3-piece, everyone would walk home with like enough money to like people could do it to pay the bills. And like I'm trying
make
to
it
like,
worth it for
Drake
everybody.
and I like this is our full-time job, bro. Like
that's what I was saying too.
We're
like,
trying to schedule gigs. Like, dude, I've been getting into like to like playing SEC towns. That's like anywhere within the SEC, they got party schools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like they got party culture, so if you can play like, and I've played played a couple frat
They got money
gigs.
to spend. Frats got money to spend on gigs.
I did one with Goose Honk in Tuscaloosa, and before that, I played bass on a New Suede reboot in Tuscaloosa. It was a good time.
New Suede reboot.
Yeah, they had booked it as New
for that
Suede.
gig?
Yeah, they booked it as New Suede, but it was Eli on guitar, me on bass, Chandler on keys, and Lucas Vincent on drums. And it was it did not sound like the original lineup at all. It was like almost like more like New Suede meets The Who, but it was because Lucas gets wild on the drums. You know what I'm saying?
He does get wild.
He's like he's a bouncier drummer than Alex. Alex is more like I love them both for different reasons. Alex is a funk drummer. You feel me? Yeah, he's like Bonham. And like Lucas is more like Keith Moon in my opinion. I don't know if he is a big Keith Moon fan. Sorry if you're not, Lucas, but I love it. He's got some Ringo to him, too. They both got Ringo. They kind of meet in the middle on that. They can do some minimalist, awesome Ringo stuff. But, like, Lucas is, whenever he was playing Eli and Chandler's songs, he was...
Dude, when he's in it, he is in it.
Oh, yeah. Lost. He might happen to look your direction, but he's looking through you.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, as someone who... was listening to New Suede and was a fan, the OG lineup in my opinion was the lineup, but it was a lot of fun to play that show. But as a different band, that would have been a cool sound. As a different band, it would have been a cool sound, but for those songs and the OG lineup killed those. But if we had done different material, it would have been lit. And we did some covers that night too, because frat gig, they're gonna want to hear something they know.
I'm gonna talk about that band forever.
New Suede.
Dude,
they were a great band, bro.
They were awesome. They were so good.
I
almost wore my shirt today. I wear that shirt like once every once a week.
Eli and Chandler were like two of my first friends I met at MTSU, and I jammed with both of those. And whenever they started that band, I was like, "Dang, dude, these guys are freaking amazing."
Yeah,
freaking amazing.
Everybody that ever saw them.
Alex was one of my first friends. Matt was one of the ones I didn't meet till after New Suede. I'd met him once before New Suede was a thing. And
he was the one I knew.
Didn't really get close as much with him, because I'd only met him the one time.
He seemed a little more quiet.
Yeah, he is a little more quiet.
Which is fine. I just didn't ever talk to him much. I'm loud.
He likes the video games and books and movies, dude. That's awesome. I just have to leave my freaking house more. I'm one of those dudes. I'm never home. I spend 10 days on the road, and I love it. It's fun. It is a good time. If I sit around the house, I go nuts. Damn. I can do it for a day or two, but I traveled a lot growing up. My little brother played a lot of basketball and traveled a lot. And when I was in high school and got my driver's license, I started paying gigs, and I'd go do those. And yeah, dude, like it wasn't nothing for my parents to trust me to drive an hour and a half to Chattanooga whenever I was like 16.
I want to play.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, go do it. I trust you. I mean, granted, I was a straight A student, and my pa had let me drive around the back road since I was like 12. Like, why not?
Not surprised about that. You probably did that too.
Yeah.
But
question.
Well, ask away.
No, it just slipped. Hang on.
Catch it. Dramatic pause. Vape.
Dramatic pause.
when did I start writing songs or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
When did I start writing songs? Started writing songs whenever I started writing like chord progressions whenever I was like 10 or 11 just to practice. Like,
did you actually notate them, or did you just?
I might write down on like a piece of paper G C D, and I'd just remember the feel. You know, I didn't know how to do all that stuff. I didn't know the numbers system.
You just knew the shape.
I just knew the shape. I knew the name of the chord. I learned fairly early on. I learned the pentatonic scale and the major scale. You know, like the blues scale and the major scale. And so like I'd practice those and would just go through the neck and try like different patterns. You know, like I'd just like be like, okay, these two notes together, and now we'll throw that one in, instead of just running straight through the scale. Although I did run straight through it a lot too. And then I learned that you could do the scale in different shapes, but I didn't learn all those until college. But like I learned it like that you could do it in different places, and it was really freaking cool because I could like do really smooth, quick runs up the neck at a fairly early age, and it was fun. But I couldn't do that.
It's probably like a revelation when you figured that out.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're like, oh, this is a whole different instrument.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like, cause like some of the first songs I learned was like the intro to Folsom Prison. But whenever I first started playing that rhythm part where it's so quick, like that was hard for me right off the bat. But I practiced it all summer, bro, and I got it. And then it was like money, you know, country guitar from there on was money. But like originally I really wanted to play like Guns N' Roses and like Led Zeppelin and Leonard Skinner and Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, like guitar hero rock and roll type stuff. You know? Rock band music. The Who, loved The Who. Cream was massive, like British invasion rock and classic country and hair metal and grunge. And
I love that
some
name for a
old
genre,
pop punk.
hair metal.
Dude, I grew up on literally every genre under the sun except for like I never got into dubstep. Sorry, anybody that's a big dubstep guy. Just no offense.
Wow, dude.
Isn't it? It would be weird to say that you grew up on dubstep.
Yeah, dude.
Because that implies that you're really, really.
Well, I'd been playing guitar for a while when Skrillex came out, and I just had that purist attitude initially, and that's kind of held me back.
He took a lot of shit for being
like
one that was real popular.
Music. But it's like if it sounds that people enjoy, it's music.
Yeah,
like,
and it's arranged in a pattern.
Yeah, dude. Like
that's music.
Pink Floyd started songs with clocks, and they call that music, but they won't call Skrillex music. Yeah. It's just a new version of the trippy, weird sounds that are super current to produce.
Yeah,
like stuff that people haven't done before, and I get that. That's cool. It just. For me, dude, I just love the sound of musicians in a room together. That's like why I was saying I want the bleed, dude. I don't know. Call me an old soul, whatever it is.
It's just the sound. It's the feeling, too.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
when I was playing piano a decent amount, I could pick up with, like, Dusty or other guys at the house, and they'd just be playing, and I'd just pick up and start playing. It's a whole different vibe. Like, it really does feel, it's like a, I don't know.
Coffee get cold.
It's an energy. You don't like cold coffee?
I do. I gotta chug it though, because it's like that one's not as
That's
sweet.
a good swallow.
On my cold coffee, I like it to be sweeter. My hot coffee, I don't care if it's a little bitter. It's kind of weird, but like cold coffee, dude.
I feel that.
Have you had those Monster coffees, bro?
Yeah, dude. Me and him used to be hooked on those.
Dude,
don't get us.
Java Monsters.
Yeah, dude, those are where it's at, bro. Or the salted caramel one is really good, bro.
Yeah. Have you had that Irish cream?
I have not.
The green one?
Yeah,
it's hard to find.
Oh no, I've seen it a few places. Have you had the Swiss
scoop it up,
chocolate?
man. Yeah, I
Swiss
have.
chocolate.
Did you know that? I just had one the other day, actually. Those things, Michael told me those things were sold out in Indiana. Like
all of Indiana?
At least enough
Kokomo.
that people were
Friggin'
selling them on
sellouts.
eBay.
Friggin' sellouts,
For like,
dude.
what was it, like $50 a case at the time. And I was going to buy some because we had them everywhere down here. But anyway, so you're a cold, sweet, cold coffee guy. I kind of get that because I have a easier time drinking black coffee when it's hot.
Yes, I can drink black coffee hot, but I could not drink like cold
Black coffee.
No, dude, it'd have to have like cream and sugar and like maybe some caramel or chocolate or some cinnamon.
So you're a caramel, not caramel guy.
I don't know, dude. I guess that's what I just said. I've never put too much thought into it. People have asked me before, and I'm like, dude, hold up. Don't make me commit. If I'm doing an impression of somebody, I might say it the other way. But that's just an impression, you know. That's not the real Trey Binkley. The way that you just said it, though, that's the real Trey Binkley. Caramel? Is that what I just said, or caramel?
You said caramel.
All right, yeah, there we go. I don't know. I feel like I might alternate.
That was an auto.
I got this problem. My mom and dad used to say, think before you speak. I don't always do that.
Oh, you still forget to do that
yeah,
sometimes?
Dude, sometimes it's hard, bro. That's the caramel.
Way.
Or caramel.
I'm the same way. That's that caramel getting to you.
That's the songwriter trait, bro. It's John Mayer said it's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say again. But then he also said, my stupid mouth is getting me in trouble again. And then he said, someone speak for me a few albums later. Oh, man. Yeah, make up your mind, John.
He can be a songwriter, but he wants people to speak for him. This makes no sense. He's going to start writing songs and having people come up and sing them for him. Is that what he can do? Somebody speak for me, Bob Mouth.
He might have to if he has to go through another daggum vocal surgery.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, that's something that makes me terrified as a singer because I've never learned how to sing and like save my voice, really.
Yeah, you should probably do that now.
Yeah, because like I do a lot of like 3-hour gigs.
Oh yeah, you need to do that now.
Yeah, dude, and like I honestly I can hit crazy notes that I couldn't hit like 2 years ago. Like I can hit like awesome low, awesome high, all the way through the middle, fairly consistent. But like after a 3-hour gig, I do feel a little wear and tear on my voice, and I don't want to like screw something up because like I got to pay the bills. That's how I like paying the bills. But like at the same time, dude, 3 hours of hollering into a microphone 3-4 times a week, that's gonna take a toll on a fella.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah. Drinking water a lot more is helping. Dude, I got a problem about remembering to drink water because I enjoy like coffee.
Once you get into the habit, you're good.
Now I've kind of like chilled out with the Mountain Dew. I still enjoy coffee every now and then.
Yeah.
But I've never been as much of a coffee guy as a Mountain Dew guy. Like I could pop a Mountain Dew 8 times a day. I didn't really do it 8 times a day, but I could have.
Every once in a while, I could crave
a little
one
better
of those
self-control
bad
than
puppies.
that. Dude, they're so good. Mountain Dew is like, that is the dentist's favorite drink. They're like, hey, drink that. Then come here and spend money.
Come see me. Come buy your teeth back.
That's a slogan right there.
I wonder if any dentist got stock in Mountain Dew. Or if any
I bet.
Mountain Dew people got stock in dentist
Dentists.
office. Or
There
like
you go.
major companies. Are there chains of dentists or is that mostly just a private owned? That's a weird thing.
A lot of
There's
the ones I know are private operation, but
There's chains.
I would imagine
Like franchises.
Yeah.
Why do I think about
But, I
random
mean-
stuff like that?
Well,
That's how my brain
It's just
works. I'm
like,
like, I want to see how their business operates.
let me see the business
Let
plan.
me see the business plan. And then
Did
I
you hit your
never use
budget?
any of it.
What's your quota?
What's your quota? And then in the morning, I'm like,
Minnesota.
I don't want to look at my email right now. Don't want to have to respond to them. No, the worst for me is friggin' Facebook. I friggin' hate Facebook because Facebook is like being in a room with your grandma and your current age best friend, but then also your little cousin who's younger than you. And it's like all those people are in the same room and can just talk to each other and say whatever they want whenever they want. And you're like, dadgummit, dude. Like, I don't want like my college friends who are living their lifestyle and like might use certain words to offend my grandmother, but I also don't want my grandmother to be like, oh, she's just an old prude, because my grandma is a saint of a lady. She is a sweet lady. You know, it's a weird thing. It's another thing just balancing out as a music career, because you want to make music that people party to.
Yeah.
But I also have a really nice relationship with my family, and I enjoy them. It's weird. You know, like, I don't want to just be like Post Malone with like face tattoos. Although, man, hey, he looks cool doing it.
It's his thing.
He's the only dude doing that, like, only dude doing specifically that look. Yeah. And I dig it. And, like, I honestly relate a lot to him on, like, his musical taste. Like, because he grew up on, like, Dwight Yoakam, but he also grew up on hip-hop. And, like, same, bro. Like, Nirvana, yeah, dude. Danzig, yeah, dude. I'm down with it. Like, he was a Guitar Hero kid. He listened to everything. Like, I think Guitar Hero teaches you to just, like, appreciate music.
Yeah, they forced it back into us.
Because like, there was different genres.
They were like, yep, you guys are going to listen to all this.
Yeah. Well, and there's just different genres within the game. Like, there's stuff like the Stray Cats, but there's also stuff like Kiss. Those are both called rock and roll, but those are not at all the same thing. No. There's guitars, bass, drums. Yeah, I get that, bro. Right. But, like, there's guitar, bass, drums in James Brown, and he's not called rock and roll. But someone come out doing that stuff now, they might be called rock and roll just because it's a live band.
The Ink Spots were called rock and roll.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if you know what that is, but it's
my pants.
That I just went with it at first to try to look cool, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I don't know the Ink Spots.
They're just like
it's an old group, right?
Yeah, they're like from the.
I might know a song, but not a title. Or
I don't want to set the world
30s.
on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, 30s.
Yeah, was that on like Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I got you. Yeah. My little brother was a big Fallout junkie. I enjoy it, but
they're
I was
in the
more
Rock
of
and
an
Roll
Elder
Hall of
Scrolls
Fame.
guy.
I play both.
Oh, what? You play both? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Any
hey,
RPG?
how's the new Fallout?
I was a gamer.
The new Fallout's okay.
I don't play
kind of a letdown
video games, so I haven't played it.
You're waiting on that for like
it's
ever.
okay. It's okay though.
Y'all know I got that Red Dead Redemption 2 though.
You got the horses in the back?
Oh, bro, I got the horses in the back. I got the horses in the front. I got the horses to the left. I got the horses to the right. I got the horses, Jack.
I got the horse in my attic, matter of fact.
Dude, I got horses in my daggone bathtub.
Dude, he's got horses.
Horses galore. I'm going to start a song called Horses Galore. I got horses. I got horses galore. I got horses. 50 horses more. I got horses.
That's 51.
50 horses more than before. I got 50 horses knocking on my door.
So now you got another 50?
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. I got horses, bish.
Swag.
So
we're gonna.
We were diving into like when he first started writing, like chord progressions.
Oh yeah. So
when did the like actual
10,
lyrics come along?
12. Lyrics. I'd been kind of. I was one of those nerds who like poetry.
Yeah, I mean that's not nerdy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. My dad made it seem like that, but that's cool. He was a jock. Like my dad was what I say a jock. A jock. You know what I'm saying? Like he was all about like the football and basketball, which is cool. I respect it. My brother's all about that. That's cool. Not my thing.
So he had a lot of bromigos.
Bro, yeah. My dad is a George Thorogood and Guns N' Roses dad. Do you feel me? Yeah, dude. Cool dude. I dig it. He's a man's man. But I'm more of the like inside playing guitar.
Does he have a mustache?
Except for I do enjoy the traveling to play guitar. What?
Does he have a mustache?
He's got a stash and goatee. My dad's a younger dad, dude. He dresses cool, dude.
He's rocking the goatee.
My dad flexes like the like athletic brand polos, like Adidas like polo shirts, you know, and like he'll wear like.
Does he golf?
That sports.
No, dude. No, he's into. He coaches baseball at the middle school, and he used to coach basketball. He won a middle school state tournament coaching basketball with my brother's team in 8th grade. Yeah.
Money.
Dude, yeah. My brother's team was really good for a while. They were real tight. Like a bunch of kids that played together like since they were like 3rd grade. Small town stuff, you know what I mean? But like it was fun, but like yeah, so I started writing like poetry and stuff maybe like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. I don't know, somewhere in that range. But like I didn't like ever do it a ton. But I just in class, if I was bored, I'd write something on like paper, or if I was at home, had nothing going on, or if I was in church. Sorry, mom and dad. Bored.
Or if I was in church.
Dude, I don't know. You give a kid like unlimited SpongeBob access and then expect him to sit through a church service where you aren't even allowed to play a piano. No offense, dude, but that's a hard fall on Sunday morning. Like when you've been up watching Duck Dodgers late on Saturday night when you're like,
what's Duck Dodgers?
Dude, that was Daffy Duck in space, bro. It was on Boomerang. Well, it was on Cartoon Network originally, but then it made the transfer to Boomerang. Do you remember it?
Yeah, Boomerang used to be my jam.
Dude, Boomerang and Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. I had those like channel
Those all
numbers
the throwback
memorized.
cartoons.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
51
The
was Cartoon
Flintstones,
Network.
had-
55 was Nickelodeon. I think it was like 110, 111 was Boomerang. It was way on up there.
Yeah, mine was pushed way back too.
Boomerang was, that must have been an extra
We
package.
had, like,
Mom and Dad went all
67
out, big
channels.
spenders. But Dad wanted to be able to watch whatever football game he could, by golly.
Oh yeah, because he's in the sports
Yeah.
talk.
Dude, we got TV at my house. My roommate, I let him have the bigger room if he would pay internet and cable. Well, not even cable. I just want him to pay internet, but he also pays for cable, which we have used to watch the Super Bowl and maybe like one other thing.
Did he get it for that?
No, I think he just had it. But
Oh.
like, I mean, like if football season was going on, we had a free day, we might watch a football game or something, but we don't do that much. I don't know why
Right.
the heck we got cable. Blows my mind. But we have Netflix, YouTube. I've got Hulu and stuff, and like
all
that's
you
where
need.
it's at for me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got cable too,
On
but like
demand.
I don't watch it. Like, does
No.
anyone our age watch much cable?
Yeah, because
That's
there's
what I'm wondering.
commercials
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
in that.
Yeah.
So poetry.
I'll sit. Oh yeah, poetry.
When'd you put it to music?
Getting this story
Middle
out of him
school.
was like pulling
Middle
teeth.
school. Dude, see, man, I'm ADD. I get that crap from my grandma, dude. Like, I can
Listen,
go from one topic
we're talking
to another.
about writing songs.
But writing songs, I was probably like 12, 13. I don't know. I was middle school at some point, you know. I would write like lyrics in class, and I'd go home and set it to a simple 1, 5, 6 minor 4 or some crap. I don't know. Like a punk rock thing. I listened to a lot of Green Day, but I also listened to a lot of like rock and old country.
And how'd you learn how to do that?
I just listened to music, and I knew like chords, and I'd string random chords together, and I'd sing over it, and
You'd be like, this sounds like that. I'm gonna
sounds
put-
like that. I mean, I wasn't saying I was writing like masterpieces, but I
No,
was
but you were writing.
writing the song itself came kind of natural.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, just something inside me wanted to do that, and so I did that for a while, and then I joined my first real band, like not the pep band, because I was in the pep band in 7th grade, like I talked about earlier.
Right.
Like, but I joined my first real band my freshman year. We were called Tanner Hillis and the Big Woman Band. I wasn't the lead singer,
Is
obviously.
there a big woman in the band?
No, dude, just
Oh.
big women need loving too. That was I don't know, that was
Is that the whole
that
thing
was
behind that?
that was a saying.
Is
Yeah,
that what y'all
someone in the
said?
band was saying that, and it just, we're like, all right, we're the Big Woman Band in honor of that. And yeah, it just
That's
became
funny.
a thing.
I'll drink to
It
that.
was so funny. All the old men used to come up and be like, "Who's the big woman?" But yeah, dude. So that
Should've been
band
like,
was
me.
that band. The formation of it was whack. So Tanner was a junior whenever I was a freshman, and he was in this Facebook contest with a video of Wagon Wheel, and whoever's video got the most, like it didn't have to be the song Wagon Wheel, but that was the one he had done, and that was before Darius Rucker covered it. So it was like people that were into it were like Old Crow fans. It was kind of cool. Like everyone in like the middle of nowhere was like all about that, you know. It was like what
Right.
real country folk were listening to. But then, you know, Darius Rucker blew up and it became a much more global thing. But because like that's what pop country
There's
radio
where I
does.
learned something because I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, Darius Rucker's version was massive. But we were covering that.
I didn't know it was a cover.
Cause, oh yeah,
Oh, you didn't?
dude, no, the Old Crow Medicine Show version is phenomenal. I love it. I mean, Darius's version isn't bad.
gonna
I
have to
just
look that
prefer
up.
the bluegrass version. It's hard to call it bluegrass. It's not traditional bluegrass, obviously, but all the instrumentation is from a traditional bluegrass instrument. Except there might be one electric guitar somewhere in the back of the mix doing like a root fifth thing, but that's still like kind of Johnny Cash-ish, you know? Cash-ish. Just make up a word. Cash-ish. Kashish.
So it feels wrong, does it?
Kashish. Oh, man. Cashews. But, yeah, dude, so the writing the songs came easy to me, and then I got my first band, but Tanner was in that contest. He got the most likes. Like, he was in, like, the top 4 on the most likes, so he was going to go – the contest was to open for Jake Owen at Track 29 in Chattanooga, which isn't a venue anymore, or if it is, it's changed names. But we started the band to be his backing band, and we went down to Track 29 to compete in the contest, but we practiced, like, every night for, like, 2 months, had, like, a really tight set list. Perfect. Like, we made the songs, had it lined up perfect. Yeah, I mean, I might improvise some solos, but like we had the rhythmic structure. After this, we're going to do a 1-4-5 all the way through twice, and Trey's going to solo over that. There's going to be stops during the verse here, so Tanner can really holler and get into it. There's going to be a bass solo going into this song, stuff like that.
You guys actually thought it out.
We had
just playing
a rock and roll show, man, right? And it's awesome. I love when you get that level tight with a band. It's freaking fun.
Hours.
Yeah.
Days.
Like hours, days, but it's worth it in the end. Like, that's how Drake and Kyle and I are. Like, if we groove as a 3-piece, man, with Drake on bass, we can just jam for hours and hours.
How long y'all been playing?
Oh, dude, since all 3 of us as like a 3-piece since my sophomore year at MTSU, like the first semester.
Okay. So what, like 3 years now?
Yeah, dude. Like 3 years. That's wild to think about. Forever. That's the longest I've played with anybody.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but so that contest, we ended up being Tanner's backing band, and we won the contest. We got the most votes, and we opened for Jake Owen.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, dude, and it was sold out. And, like, whenever I looked out in the crowd, there was a ton of people from, like...
What was that like?
Like, people who knew us, you know what I mean? It was,
shit.
Lit. Yeah, dude, it was sold out, and I think we sold a ton of those tickets. Like, we helped you out, Jake. Sorry to say it, but I know for a fact we did. Because, like, I looked out in that crowd, bro, and, like, I was 15. Yeah. And it was, like, 2,000 plus people, something like that, maybe. Maybe a little lower, too. Give or take 2,000 people.
Right.
Somewhere in that ballpark. And, like, it was freaking packed. There was, like 22-year-old women asking me to sign stuff for them. My dad was like, he's 12, he's 12, he's 12. I was like, Dad, shut up. I'm trying to pull right now. Step back. Let me work, man.
Let me holler, Dad.
I'm flexing these Aeropostale jeans, Dad.
They need me to sign something.
They got a freaking... They got the buckle, or what? Yeah, they got the snap on the back. You know what I'm talking about? You got to, like... buckle it in the back.
Yeah, it'll scratch the hell out of some wood chairs if you sit wrong in them too.
Yep. Dude, I used to do that
the hard way.
I had a AC/DC wallet that had a metal AC/DC logo, and it used to wear the butt out of every pair of jeans
Did you have a chain on
No, I didn't have a chain on it. Yeah, dude. I was a big I still am a big AC/DC junkie. Love AC/DC.
Get along with my dad. Every time he's like, hey, play some music. I'm like what? He's like,
AC/DC?
My dad loves AC/DC.
I'm like,
my mom likes AC/DC.
He's like, I don't know. Fuck Kid Rock. Like, okay, that's what you say every time. Those are two things.
Your dad loves Kid Rock?
Loves it.
My dad likes, like, some of the big hits. My dad doesn't do, like, the ball with the ball and
he pretty much knows the hits. Dad knows the hits.
I like.
You know who I got him to like?
I like Cocky and Never Met a Mother Fricker like me.
Yeah, I like that whole album actually. I got my dad onto Schoolboy Q. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I left. He had this little Saturn that he used to drive, and I left Schoolboy Q album in the CD player. So every time he got in, it played it. But I got him into this one song, and
yeah.
it says something about titties or something. So he's like all about it. It was cracking me up. He's like, yeah, that one, you know. And so I'll play it, and like he gets into it, and now he's like, hey, put my song on.
Speaking of parents and music, man. I'm about to get this text pulled up. I apologize for pulling my phone out, but it'll be worth it to show you guys. So my mama sent me. She was talking about she went to the 4th and 5th grade dance at school this year. She sent my brother and me a picture of it, as if we know any 4th and 5th graders at the school, but that's cool.
Right. Is it lit?
So here's what I hope
is
this
it a
don't
video?
get us yanked, but yeah.
It should.
This
is
a bunch of kids.
Yeah,
it's my content, and it's a bunch of kids singing along. So. Dude, that's a lot of kids singing along. I want y'all to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think when he made that beat in his friggin' like wherever it was he was like that apartment?
He knew what he was doing.
Dude.
Yes, sir.
Do you think
yes,
he knew
sir.
that
Someone
many
does
kids
not
would be
do that
singing
on
along?
accident. Yes, he did.
Dang,
yes, he
dude,
did.
that's a lot of.
You know
like,
what grade I was in when Soulja Boy came out? 7th grade. Perfect.
Dude.
It's perfect.
But my mom sent me that and she said,
middle school.
My ears are bleeding. I was like, yeah, of course.
Yo,
You're
I
in your
tried
40s.
to fight it.
Like,
I tried to fight it, and then I realized how much people liked it.
I
Because
can't
I
fight
DJ
it,
every
bro.
Friday at
I covered
in
it,
Nashville,
bro.
and people requested it.
I've covered it.
And I was like at first I was like, and then I was like, you know what, dude, just download it, and then it'll be all right. And then I
It's
played it a
catchy.
couple times.
If you play it, you're
and
the
that's
best
exactly
DJ.
what
It's a
I
catchy
said.
little
Yeah,
ditty.
if you play it, you're the best DJ. And also, dude, it is catchy as shit. It was in my head the whole
Dude.
day.
It's been in my head since it was released. It's kind of tortured me. It's got me thinking about putting trap drums and guitar together and just
Dude,
being like,
I
yo,
think it
dude,
works.
what, why not? Like,
If you can do it correctly,
I still
Yeah,
like the
it can
feel.
work.
I get more inspired. Like here lately, I've been having a problem. I like making demos in Logic, but sometimes whenever I do that, I just like, you can get the drums all perfect and all that and do exactly what you want to do, and you'll get that right, and then you'll sit down with the bass trying to get it pocket, and like you'll spend like 2 hours like being a perfectionist and stuff. Whereas if I'm just playing with a band, dude, I get the job done and just finish writing the song, and it's really fun. But it's different ways of writing, because I've had a lot of great songs. Like
Do you
Chandler
write
and I
with
used
a
to write
band
with
like that?
Logic a lot. What?
do you write with a band like that?
I mean, I have jammed with bands. I would rather just jam with a band and then go back and like
Write something.
yeah, write something, take the structure from it, but like
Makes
and then
sense.
write something over it. I've written vocal parts on the spot, like just recording with a band, but that's gonna suck, dude. That's your
Yeah.
first draft. No one's first draft is perfect. If someone's like, yeah, that was the first run through of lyrics. I mean, okay, I take that back. I do have some songs where I do have like a first draft, and that's what I'm using, but like that's very rare. That's like some days you just write that song and you're just the vessel. But most of the time, dude, you write a song and you go back and edit it.
Yeah.
But some days you are just the vessel and the song comes out and you're like, I want to change something so my conscience will feel good about it, but I can't think of what
I
to
think it's
change.
perfect.
I think it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's very rare. I have very few songs like that. I used to write like that all the time. I got to MTSU and Odie taught me, well, actually Bobby Taylor originally, but especially Odie taught me the beauty of the rewrite. Because, like, your first draft normally friggin' sucks, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't suck, but it's not multi-million
No,
selling. Yeah.
well shaped.
Yeah, dude. And, like,
Odie's all about the rewrite.
dude, I love the rewrite, dude. You got to get
Well, Odie still knows what he's doing, because didn't he just get another
Yeah, you got a cut on George Strait's record,
money?
money, money, money. And he's teaching, bro.
and he's teaching. And I'm gonna plug him real quick because he just added a hip hop and R&B songwriting class to the program.
Oh, that's
Good.
legit.
Freaking good. Good. I
That's
wish that
legit.
was there whenever I was in school. I would have taken that crap. I would have learned so much more than I've learned
Dude.
on my own. Because, like, that's the thing. Like, I came into the program already. That's one reason it was of good benefit to me. I feel bad for the songwriters who go in who haven't really written. Like, if they've
You
written, like,
shouldn't.
2 songs.
That's how.
You-
It's
That's
kind
kind
of
of
dumb.
how.
Well, it kind of aggravates me too, because you're forced to write with some of those writers, and like, not trying to knock anybody. I respect you if you're trying to learn songwriting, but like, why would you come to school to write songs if you've written 1 or 2 songs in your life? Like, that's
That's
it's
the worst
a
I-
risky degree. anyway. Like, it's hard to make it in this climate. I'm gonna be real. It's hard to make it in this climate.
Yeah, you might as well wait.
I
till
haven't
you're
had a
ready
hit
till you
song
get some
yet,
practice
but
under
I've
your
been
belt to
writing
go to
for
class
years
for it.
before I decided to go study it in college. Seems like a dumb thing to get a degree for if you ain't ever done it. No offense to anybody.
No, but I was kind of the same way with audio.
Yeah, dude.
We've talked about that before, and it was just like we got to class and people were like, "What's Pro Tools?" And I was like, "What the? Are you guys?"
I knew what Pro Tools
kidding
was,
me?
but my bro kind of didn't have it. Like,
Well, I mean, I didn't have it either, but I
Yeah.
knew what it was. Well,
I knew
actually,
what it
by the
was.
time I had the class to use it, I had it.
yeah, but yeah.
And that's but
I
I
didn't have it
knew
for
I was
digital
doing
audio.
enough
I never
stuff with
bought it.
audio outside of school that I could transfer over to Pro Tools, work with it for a couple months, and then jump into class. And that's exactly what I did. And it was easy because I had been doing it.
By the time I was getting in the classes where I really had to do a lot of Pro Tools, that was whenever I was like, dude, I'm changing to songwriting, because I was also in a songwriting class and loving that, but pouring myself into like writing good songs, you know?
Well, you had to put all your energy
Yeah.
into the audio
Well,
class.
yeah,
probably.
and that was frustrating too.
Yeah.
I hated how much like studying and stuff. Like, I still had to study and stuff for the songwriting major, but like I didn't like. I wanted to learn how to write songs. Like,
Right.
that was my true love, dude. I just
Yeah.
absolutely love the creation. Now, the polishing it off and all those finishing touches. I'm a producer, not an engineer. That's the way I say it. I can tell you what the kick snare pattern needs to be. I can tell you what instruments need to be on the track. I can tell you, like, hey, this one I want weird panning. I want the guitars all the way to the left. I want the I listen to the arrangement, but the sitting there and mixing it and EQing and all that, dude, that's not me, man. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna change my major, because like Dave Cobb doesn't know a lot about turning knobs and all that. He lets Vance Powell do that work. Like, not knocking Dave
I know
Cobb.
who
He's
Vance
one of my
Powell is, but I
favorite
don't know who
producers.
Dave Cobb is.
I'm a massive Dave Cobb fan. You do know Vance Powell?
I know who he is.
Yeah, he's done a lot of rock stuff.
He's huge in Nashville.
Yeah. Well,
Huge.
Dave
I found
Cobb is huge. He works out. He did Stapleton's records. He did Sturgill Simpson's records. He did some Isbell records. I don't know if he did them all. He's done some Shooter Jennings records. He does Rival Sons, if you know them. They're a
I
rock
heard about
band.
Shooter Jennings recently.
He's Waylon's young, and he's always up to something.
Dude, so tell anybody listening where you guys usually play, or where they can find you, or how to get in touch with where you're playing shows.
So for like full band gigs that you can consistently come see, every Sunday I play with Drake Freeman at the Slider House in Nashville. It's on Division Street.
Said every Sunday?
Every Sunday night, 7 to, it depends. We might do 10, we might do 9. Fill it out, you know. Like, some nights busier, some nights it's not, you know.
Right.
And the nights it's not, still made money, ate for free, went home, had a good night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play guitar anyway if I got a chance to make money and do that. But anyway, yeah, that's our regular. And then I play a lot at this. You can just keep up on my Instagram, Facebook, because it varies. But I play on Tuesdays and Fridays, different Tuesdays and Fridays. It's not like a set every Tuesday, every Friday, at this Mexican restaurant in Chattanooga. It's off Hicks and Pike. It's called La Fiesta. I do a lot more acoustic covers doing that. I'm playing a couple times this place back home, Cotton's Marina. And other than that, a lot of it is hitting the road, or if we pick up a last-minute Broadway gig or something like that, you know. But, yeah, hit the road a whole lot. This year I've played in New York, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Kentucky, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, Tennessee, obviously. Trying to think where else. That might be it. I don't know. We got plans to go out to Texas and stuff. We got a whole bunch of gigs booked. That's going to be a long tour. Yeah. Going through Mississippi, playing in there. Think we might be playing in Arkansas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. We go all over the daggone place. And I've played with a bunch of different people, too. Yeah.
The question that I forgot earlier just came to my head. What do y'all,
boom.
when y'all are out gigging, like a little tour type deal, what do y'all usually take? Do y'all drive separate, or?
Well, like it depends on who we're with. With Hayden, we ride with his manager in his Land Rover.
Bet.
Yeah, dude. Swagged out in the Land Rover. It's still a crowded car, though, if you got that many people. But we did that, and then with Drake, we take his car and maybe my car, too, if we need another car, you know. When we're playing, like, Slider House or something in town, everyone just drives to the gig, you know, unless Drake's wanting to come by first. Sometimes he just comes by my house first thing. Drake's at my house almost as much as I am. Like, he's there
when
a lot.
you're home, he's home.
Yeah. Because, like, dude, like, if I'm out doing other stuff, he still might come over and write with Jesse. Y'all need to meet Jesse. Y'all might have met him before. I don't know. He's come to Jesse Black. He's my roommate, but he's from Marion County.
I don't think so.
That's, like, my oldest musical friend, I guess. Other than, like, my guitar teacher, you know. But I only had a few guitar lessons, and, like, he was older, so I would say he was more of a mentor than a friend. I mean, he's a friend, too. Like, we still hit each other up. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, a contemporary. Someone who was, like, my age, you know. Mi amigo.
He's got a lot of accoutrements.
Shout out your social media handles real quick so they know where to follow you.
Yeah, Facebook, I'm Trey Binkley Music. On Instagram, I am Trey Binkley is cool. On Twitter, you might not want to follow that. It's a Beetle fan Trey. Beetle like the band, not like the insect. If you don't know how to spell it, you don't want to follow me.
Is that your bio?
No. My bio, I think, is I only like people who like Willie Nelson. No offense, actually, if you don't like Willie Nelson, but Willie Nelson's the man.
I like Willie.
He's done his best at not trying to offend anyone.
Yeah, I like folks, man. I like folks. Everyone's got their own
tell.
taste.
You're a good old boy.
Good old boy. But, you know, I've got my taste. I do have my taste. I like what I like.
Really, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, it's been fun.
Homies.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's late. This is a late one. It's 10:30.
Dude, I jabbered for a fat minute.
No, you're good. You're good. D, good shit. Trey, good shit.
Good shite, boys.
Little wrist, big fist.
Little wrist, big fist. I had to get one.
That's a new one.
This one is called Sweet Lovin'. I wrote this one with Chandler.
I love her, can't stop thinking of her. She's the only lover I want that much. I won't ever leave her, she won't leave me either. Lord, I know I need her sweet loving touch. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, her sweet loving is all I need. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, her sweet loving is all I need. I know she loves me. Got me washing dishes and I'm folding bridges just to get some kisses planted on you. Got me acting funny and I'm spending money. Oh, a little honey from my queen bee. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, sweet loving is all I need. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, sweet loving is all I need. I know she loves me. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, sweet loving is all I need. All I need is her sweet loving. All I need is her sweet loving. Her sweet loving, sweet loving, sweet loving is all